We ran out of show today with what you need to know.
We got a question. Hey, the oil cleanup is coming along. Images from the Gulf are beginning to look a little better. No more spill cam, and the oil on the surface seems to be mostly gone. But does that mean things will be getting better for BP investors too, Todd?
It's going to help them. It is going to help them. When this gets off the news totally, it's going to really help them. But the thing is, go back to Bank of America or Citibank, do a 3-year chart, and that's what's going to happen to BP. This last year, they've gone in a straight line, straight across in a very tight trading range, and it's going to happen to BP too. Don't expect BP to go back to its old highs.
Nancy, what do you think?
In this case, I think 1,000 words are greater than these pictures. And the 1,000 words will be the news that they did this as budget cuts, that the investigation will reveal a whole series of things they did wrong, as well as they're not paying their bills. Feinberg can't get the economic checks out because they're not filling that bank account. That's going to hurt them more than any pictures that we're seeing right now.
Well, you know, Pat Dorsey's not here, but if he was, he would say that the value of BP is just as much today as it was yesterday and as it will be tomorrow. That is, it still has a lot of oil yet to be discovered and pumped out of the ground, and investors are valuing that into the price of the stock.
Well, typically in a situation like this, time will heal the wounds and heal the stock price. But just remember, image is everything, and the image is going to stay in, I think, in the toilet for quite a while. Tony Hayward did no favors. And just remember, big picture, more importantly, a bunch of people died because of this, and that's going to stay out in focus. But I wouldn't buy the stock. There's still too much uncertainty out there.
Yeah, talk about catching a falling, chainsaw that's still on, as Todd Wildman has said yesterday. But Vince, isn't the next stage of this drama, a fight, a big courtroom fight over the fines, because they got to guesstimate what the barrels spilled, because remember, the civil fines are tagged to the number of barrels spilled. Isn't that the next fight?
Yeah, that's the next fight, but you know what? They're going to go bankrupt before that happens. I doubt you'll ever collect every dime of this money. I really do. I seriously do. I think there'll be some kind of a breakup. I do. I feel that, because you know what? That's the smart thing for them to do.
It's a smart thing, but where does that leave the rest of us?
Yeah. That's where the rest of us usually are, and is picking up the tab for everything else that goes on.
Well, they have a $20 billion fund they got to fund.
Well, you know what? We should have taken help from the 17 countries that said initially they could come and clean the thing up. Sorry.
Whoa, that's a tough statement.
Gary?
Look, you're not a company, BP, and it's a smart thing to file bankruptcy. That's something you carry around forever. They're going to do everything possible not to go into bankruptcy. You are seeing them selling off a bunch of pieces of the company to raise cash. I think you're going to see more of that go on.
All right, but I think Vince is right. I think eventually taxpayers are going to have to chip in.
Painful.
And that's the way it goes.
Don't they always?
Yeah, they always do. They always do. Hey, join us tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the BP spill with former Shell President